I'm Daniel Pickett with AFi TV, and we are here at Stoopid Buddy Studio talking with Matt and Zeb about their brand new show, Super Mansion. So it's on Crackle. When are we going to see Super Mansion debut?
It debuts October 8th. They're going to actually launch with 3 episodes on October 8th and then 1 every week right after. So yes, it's exciting.
And can you talk about sort of the genesis of this project, how it came about?
I think we just wanted to create our own universe to have fun in. We've had so much fun playing with other people's universes. With Robot Chicken, we did the DC Comics specials, we did the Star Wars specials, and we thought, well, why don't we create our own characters to poke fun at for a while? And with our deep, our love of comic books, we both came up through comic books, and that was just seemed natural to do superheroes, turn on their side.
And you're sort of doing the hat trick of producing, directing, and you're a character in it too.
That's right, and a writer on the show. So there's a lot of Zeb in the show. There's nowhere to hide if you don't like it. There's only one. You come see me. I have no one to blame.
You're the new hardest working man in show business, I think. And can you kind of talk about the difference in doing, because these are longer form, like half-hour episodes, as opposed to kind of the sketch stuff that you're used to with Robot Chicken?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we fell into Robot Chicken and the sketch stuff. We all started in long form, and then we were like, oh, we have a show that's being successful. We should stay in sketch stuff. So for us, it's going back to our roots. I mean, Zeb started in comic books and knows the linear form of how to tell a story. It was a matter about getting back there. So it's just exciting for us to actually get to create a universe, as he said, and to have our own playground to play in.
Now it seems like not that putting together like Wizard magazine and the Toy Fair stuff was easy, but it seems like you just keep creating like exponentially more difficult jobs for yourself. Is that accurate?
It's a different mindset, I think, from going from like Wizard and Toy Fair to here. But again, the main thing is the vibe and the feel of the people that you work with, and I think that's the most important. I think what hopefully comes across is being able to play with friends, and the more you get to play with friends, the better the content comes out, I believe.
So, I mean, in looking at what you guys do, is it possible for you to have a typical day, or how do you sort of plan out your schedule?
Yeah, every day you just steel yourself and you just run at it as hard as you can, and you take what happens as it comes, because every day's different. The characters are crazy, the sets are crazy, the animators are pushing themselves every day. So the only thing you can predict is how unpredictable it's going to be. You just have to meet it with a consistent attitude every day.
Now, if you see like there's the documentary about like the South Park guys, it always sounds like they are just coming in screaming to deadlines. But and I don't know if you had a big meeting with everyone before this, but it seems like everyone is calm and collected and everything's under control.
No, it's mass chaos. It's just controlled chaos. Again, stop motion takes time because you have to move every character frame by frame. So while time exists and gets longer for that, it doesn't make it easier to build the amount of stuff that we need to build in that short time frame. So everyone's feeling it. It's under the skin. And we just, again, you're giving lots of hugs throughout the day to say it's going to be okay. We just make them feel loved.
So with this being your first show with Crackle, so you have a season. How many episodes is season 1?
It's 13 episodes, 22 minutes each, and yeah, we're launching very shortly. So yeah, we're in the thick of it.
And I know it hasn't debuted yet, so it's hard to say. But were there conversations like, if this goes well, when do you have to like dive into season 2? Are you already thinking about that sort of thing?
We have a general idea of what we want to do for season 2. It's we just have to get Crackle to be like, we're ready to pull the trigger, and I think they just have to see that hopefully the fans are out there and like this thing, as with any show. So all you can do is make a show, hoping people laugh, and you make it for everybody that you know, and if they're laughing, you're hoping that other people are laughing along.
And how do you sort of, did you staff up for this show specifically, or are you able to sort of schedule Robot Chicken seasons between Super Mansion seasons? Is it all together? How does that work?
Yeah, there's a little bit of overlap, but we're able to use a lot of the same team for both of the shows, and that's one of our biggest strengths is just the amount of expertise we've assembled with the staff that we have, and so using them on different projects, that's what makes Stoopid Buddy Stoopid Buddy.
And with this creating your own universe, your DC comic specials are awesome and beloved, but creating your own universe, you can pull archetypes from different companies and stuff like that. Is that kind of a new freedom to be able to jam together like kind of a Marvel-y guy with kind of a DC guy?
Yeah, and if we don't think that like just a joke, just taking one of those characters would be funny in and of itself. So, but you can get little hints and little flavors of them and throw it up and mix it up and then add your own spin to it. But it's fun to just look at the entire history of comic books and say, oh, what do we want from there? What do we want from there? What do we like visually about this? And how does that go with an idea from another character? And then, of course, try to come up with our own ideas as well.
And you guys have got some really fantastic talent in this as far as voice talent. Can you talk about how that came together? Specifically, like Bryan Cranston, that's a big get.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Bryan, it was one of those situations, again, where like, we never expected to get him. We just always talked about a Bryan Cranston type for when we were writing the show, and we got very lucky in the sense of we sent him the script as would anybody who was out there trying to get an actor to be a part of their show. And he called us back after reading it, really engaged and saying he didn't only want to star in this thing, he wanted to make this thing with us, and he became our partner on it. And it's fun to hold hands and skip with him and see what happens.
So when you hang up that phone call, you just like run around the office in a circle screaming? Is that how that works?
Well, if I say that, he'll mock me. But yeah, sure. Yeah, we did a little bit of that. Yeah, a little high-fiving. Again, it's one of these situations as time has gone on and you get to know him. He's just like us. Like, again, with any celebrity, it was the same when I met Seth, for Robot Chicken. Like, they're normal people. They have loves and hates like anybody else. You bond with these people, and again, it's fun to just sit, hang out, and just talk life.
And you guys, both with this and Robot Chicken, have had a lot. It's a pretty wide spectrum of voice talent that you've been able to get. Is there still kind of a white whale out there of someone you'd love to have on either show?
Hey, Matt's got the biggest one.
For me, it's Harrison Ford. I always say it. I always want. Although coming in second is Tom Cruise now. I think there's something about that someone said it in passing at one of our panels. I'm like, that's a good one. That's a good one. So those are probably the two, and I think we could. I don't say it's out of the realm of possibility. I do believe.
Do you have any?
No, after getting Bryan Cranston, Keegan-Michael Key, and the rest of the cast for this one, I'm good. I'm fine. I don't want to ask for anything else. I can just keep this. I'm good.
So I'm sure it's trying to pick your favorite child, but do you have a favorite episode in the first season?
Ooh. It's tough. Yeah, it is like picking your favorite child. There are definitely definitive ones. Like I love episode 2, but like episode 11 is very important to the season, I think, and one of my favorites. But again, it's tough. Yeah, 13's great. Like the season finale is great. It's hard. It's really hard. I don't know. All of them.
Yeah, I'm happy with how hard it is to pick a favorite one. That's a good problem, I think. But I like episode 5 where the team finds out that Cooch doesn't have a high school diploma, so they have to homeschool her. And I also like episode 11, turned out great, 13. And then, but I think all of them, hey, they're all good, guys.
All right, well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know you've got an incredible amount of work still to finish on the season, but thank you so much for opening the doors and letting us come in and meet your staff and you guys. It's so, for an action figure nerd, for a pop culture nerd, it was so eye-opening and just delightful to see. So thank you so much for having us.
Great, yeah.
Thanks for coming out. We really appreciate it. Yeah, some fun times.
And make sure you check out Super Mansion, coming very soon on Crackle.